I didn't ask her dad until like we were about to get on the plane. So I called him up. I'm like, hey, I just had a question I was wanting to ask you before I asked Gianna, here in a handful of days. And I was like, man, I was going to ask Gianna to marry me. I was like, I just wanted to make sure it was okay with you. And he was like, well, Ryan, let me think about it for a couple days. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, I'm messing with you.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
He's a jokester.
NASCAR fans, ever wondered what happens when a Cup Series champ takes a pit stop from the track to tie the knot? Well, Ryan Blaney just swapped his number 12 Ford for a wedding tux. And let's just say, the vibes were immaculate. Buckle up because we've got the inside scoop on the wedding of the year. Yup, Ryan Blaney and Gianna Tulio just said, I do. And trust us, it's a love story straight out of a rom-com. From a snow-covered proposal in Washington to a dreamy candlelit affair in Aspen, this was the ultimate winter wonderland wedding. Can you imagine exchanging vows with snowy mountains as your backdrop? This wasn't just any wedding. It was a candlelit Aspen affair with all the glitz, glamour, and NASCAR star power. And, what's more romantic than walking down the aisle to Lana Del Rey's video games? Not much, right? Gianna even called it the most magical night of my life. But here's the real tea. What do you think went down at the Western-themed pre-wedding bash? Who rocked the cowboy hats better? Blaney or his NASCAR pals? And speaking of pals, did you know Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, and even Dale Jr. were all there for this star-studded love fest? But here's the kicker. Who's more popular at Blaney's wedding? Him or his bestie, Chase Elliott? Stay tuned, because we're about to dive into every juicy detail of this fairy tale wedding, from secret vows to fur boots stealing the spotlight. Let's get into it. First off, let's rewind to last year, December 12th, when Ryan popped the big question. Picture this, a snow-covered bridge in Washington, a quiet moment. And boom, Ryan drops to one knee with the perfect ring. The man knows how to deliver a picture-perfect proposal. A year later, they said their vows at the luxurious Hotel Jerome in Aspen, Colorado. And let us tell you, the theme? Winter enchantment. A candlelit Aspen Affair. Sounds fancy, right? It's basically the Oscars of weddings, but with a NASCAR twist. All right, imagine this. Snow-capped mountains in the background, romantic candlelight everywhere. Even the tables were draped in luxurious textures. Gianna Tulio, now officially Mrs. Blaney, called it everything she dreamed of as a little girl. And honestly, it was giving winter wonderland goals. Their love story started back in 2018 in Vegas. Gianna was there for a Hooters modeling gig, and Ryan was doing what he does best, racing. Neither of them planned to meet, but fate had other ideas. Fast forward 6 years, and here they are, proving that what happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Now let's get into the wedding day, the same date, December 12th, but this year in 2024. Gianna walked down the aisle to Lana Del Rey's video games, rocking a stunning wintry white gown from Berta. Talk about a vibe. She said it was the second dress she tried on, and boom, she knew it was the one. She later swapped it for a lace retrofit dress for the reception. Her hair and makeup? Absolute perfection, courtesy of Anna Belen and Kathy Moberly. This girl looked like a literal winter fairy. Ryan kept it cool as ever, waiting at the altar, probably more nervous than before a Daytona restart. And finally, Ryan Blaney, your 2023 Cup Series champ, just went from champion to husband. Let's just say, Ryan knows how to lock in a win on and off the track. But before the ceremony, these two had a private vow exchange in the morning. Why? Gianna said it best. Ryan really helps calm my nerves. I'm most relaxed sipping coffee with him. That is goals. Pure goals. If you're as hyped as we are about NASCAR, make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for the latest NASCAR news and driver stories. And of course, a NASCAR wedding isn't complete without a star-studded guest list. About 200 people, including eminent NASCAR personalities like Chase Elliott, Daniel Hemrick, Austin Cindric, Bubba Wallace, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and his wife Amy Earnhardt were invited to the gala event. Chase Elliott, Ryan's golf buddy and the most popular driver in NASCAR. Imagine not being the most famous guy at your own wedding. Tough break, Blaney. Bubba Wallace showed up too, posting pre-wedding shenanigans on Instagram. His wife Amanda, Chase's rumored girlfriend Ashley Stevenson, and Gianna were basically the it girl trio of the night. Oh, and let's not forget Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Amy Earnhardt. It was basically a racing hall of fame in one room. Before the big day, they threw a Western-themed welcome party at Hickory House. Picture BBQ, country music, and even a custom hat pop-up bar. Guests danced the night away while chowing down on ribs. Because, let's be real, what's a party without some good old BBQ? And speaking of food, let's talk about the reception menu. Ryan and Gianna are total foodies, so they went all out. We're talking butternut squash arancini, sage and thyme roasted bison, short rib pierogi, and for dessert, red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. If you weren't already jealous, you should be now. Oh, and get this. Before the ceremony, they exchanged private vows. Gianna said Ryan calms her nerves, so they kept it low-key, sipping coffee together before the whirlwind began. Y'all, if that's not relationship goals, we don't know what is. After the wedding, the couple didn't jet off to some exotic beach. Nope, they're sticking close to home for now, soaking up the off-season with their animals. But don't worry, they've got a big honeymoon planned for Easter when the NASCAR schedule chills out a bit. Oh, and Gianna already won the post-wedding fashion game. Did y'all see her cozy winter chic outfit with those fur boots? She's making winter look like a runway show. Now the vibes couldn't be sweeter, as Ryan Blaney finally tied the knot with the love of his life and best friend, Gianna Tulio. His happiness knows no bounds. Recalling the days of festivities, Ryan Blaney uploaded a few photos from their wedding, as well as their post-marriage trip. He shared his feelings through a heartfelt note on Instagram, saying, "This past week I'll have dreams about for the rest of my life. I was lucky enough to marry my best friend in a place we both love. What an amazing day and whole week. I love you with everything that is me, Gianna Tulio," with a heart emoji. Like Ryan, his newlywed wife Gianna Tulio too shared a post expressing how lucky she felt to marry the man of her dreams. She dropped her own Insta love bomb, writing, "Now I understand when people say, your wedding will be the best night of your life. I will forever say, I'm the luckiest girl in the world to have married my best friend, dream man, and funniest person I know all in one. I hope everyone gets to experience a love like ours. Cue the awe train." She looked stunning in a white beaded gown, earning major compliments like Denny Hamlin's fiancé. Jordan Fish commented under Tulio's post, "So happy for you both. You were a breathtaking bride. I expected nothing less. Cheers to love." Blaney, who just wrapped his 9th Cup Series season and snagged a Martinsville win last month, has officially leveled up in life and love. Fans, take notes. This is what a championship-worthy couple looks like. So, there you have it, folks. Ryan Blaney and Gianna Tulio's wedding wasn't just a celebration of love. It was a full-blown fairy tale. From the snow-capped mountains to the heartfelt vows, it was a day full of love, laughter, and just the right amount of NASCAR flair. This is one NASCAR event fans will be talking about and remembering for years. Lucky Dog on Track wishes a love-filled happily ever after to the newlyweds. What do you think about their snowy vows and BBQ bashes? Would you want a fairy tale wedding like that for yourself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get this discussion rolling. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more interesting stories and updates from everything NASCAR. Do share this video with your friends. Until next time, keep the conversation going on, Lucky Dog on Track.